Rock Paper Coffee, and this is free audit of the website turquoise-rhinestones-relics. I noticed that you haven't got the custom domain connected, so I do recommend starting with the domain. It is a great way to improve your conversion rate, to build trust, especially with Google, because Google loves those kind of signs that your website is established. The above default is taken over by this oversized logo, so consider reducing the logo size. I know it's quite detailed, so perhaps you can reduce it to something smaller, like this detail is quite beautiful. If you reduce the image of, well, this particular image, obviously it will lose all those details. So it needs to be a little bit bolder to be to when you resize it. So think about changing the logo. Above default area is the area displayed without scrolling down, and this is really important to display as much as possible in this area, because every page on your website will have only this logo displayed at the top, which means that people have to continuously scroll up and down, scroll up and down just to see the content of the page. So it means that you ask your visitors to do all the hard work instead of making it easy for them to buy from you, which is how Amazon does it, which is how all the major very well converting websites do. So go for this direction, reduce the logo, put it at the on the left, then move the menu to the top, and automatically all the website content will be displayed above the fold, which will be much easier for you to convert. And also, I would display the sliding images at the top and then featured products below, and optimize those images further. Add tagline to each image, call to action such as shop now, linking to the relevant product or a collection. There's huge gap below the featured image because they are different heights. No, is it right? Yeah, this one, because the first one is shorter than the other ones, but it shouldn't really cause this gap. I'd encourage you to crop the images to the same height so they don't give you this kind of they don't push the rest of the content up and down, and they create this kind of wide gap here. And the featured items look nice. I would just optimize the title to be more SEO friendly. Featured items, featured collections. You can put shop, ladies accessories, ladies clothing. So you can see, because those images are different heights, the rest of the content jumps up and down as I try to view it. So it's quite negative for the user experience. The dark red against the dark background is quite difficult to read, which can impact negatively SEO. User experience and accessibility is very important for Google. So if Google noticed that your website is not accessible for all, like for example those that are visually impaired, it can definitely affect your positioning in Google and your SEO. So remember to optimize the font colors better. Also, open the social media links. I can see they are still linked to the Shopify website instead of your own pages. Remember to connect your default social media, your own social media profiles here instead of Shopify. Also, featured collections are not very, not the titles are not very different. Like clothing is too generic, front page is too generic. So remember to optimize the collection titles better as well. About Us page looks nice. I had an impression that we worked together, because I can see that this has been optimized by me. It's definitely, yeah, I remember we used to work together years ago. And I'm not sure if it was the redesign or the SEO, but yeah, I do remember the name. And I feel that you've done a lot of changes. I'm not sure if you started over or not, because your domain is still not custom, and you haven't got social media links. So yeah, I remember if we I remember I was designing those social media, I think social media posts, or yeah. The collection page itself looks great. I'd encourage you to optimize the colors of the product images a little bit further, because they kind of disappear within the busy background. So maybe you can optimize the colors further, so the background is slightly disappearing in, the colors of the background are slightly watered down, and the colors of the products really pop up, because otherwise it feels like they don't really stand out. Also, the product descriptions are very short. I encourage you to write longer descriptions. I've got another video telling why longer descriptions are better for SEO and for sales, so make sure to check it out. But the product titles are optimized. The related products are not really related, so remember to put the items in relevant collections. For example, the bracelets with the bracelets, pocket knives with pocket knives. So when you show related items underneath, they actually display other related, truly related items, for example, just bracelets or just jewelry related to this particular.